and welcome at my football project for the course Data Visualization. So today I'm first gonna explain you the story behind this dashboard. Afterwards, I'm gonna explain you some more things into ClickSense itself. And last but not least, we will wrap up with the conclusion. So my main goals were to keep it clean and easy. This because football has so much data these days and I don't want to overwhelm the user with useless data. When the user opens those dashboards, he needs to think like it doesn't really look too difficult to use. Less is just more sometimes. So I think if you look at the dashboard, it just tells the whole story. The logo in the middle serves as a hold on for the user. It makes it friendly, nice and colorful. And then I have chosen to work in sections. So the introduction dashboard will summarize important data that is spread over all the pages. But we only have 5 minutes, so let's just dive right in.
This is the introduction sheet. It cannot contain too much data, but also not too little data. So that's why I have chosen to firstly mention important countries. So the top 10 countries with the most matches played. So people can easily see like what's going on and what are the main countries. Then we see a football logo and then we see the overview of cities. We only see like a raw overview of the cities, but I have chosen for this approach because I think it's otherwise too difficult. Like if we are going to make search bars on this, then people will get like a bit overwhelmed in the beginning, and I think it's more interesting to create like different sheets for it. Then we see the home team versus the away team. This is also the tile where I used expression. So if we press on add-ons, then we see our expression. And then last but not least, it's a graphic of the total home versus the away score of all the years from 1993 to 2022. And then the most important thing is when we click, for example, on the USA, then we see like in the USA, the home team got 1.57k, and then we also see in which cities the matches were played, and then also the graphic on the bottom changes. The most scores were in 1994.
And now we will take a look at page 1.
I think this is a really interesting sheet because it makes it really easy to search on tournaments. So here we see all the tournaments and the played matches. So if you want to search for a tournament, for example, UEFA, and if you press on this, you see it filters out everything. 253 matches were played in this tournament, and then we see the home team total score, the away team total score, and we even see the result, the locations and all the coordinates with it.
And now we will take a look at page 2.
I think it's really important to easily see the differences between the scores in the away and the home team. And here we can easily see how the scores are compared to the played matches in each country. When we click on USA, so we see like the highest home scores are 1.70k and the away scores are 1.13k. So it's not a worldwide average, but only an average of the USA. So it's really interesting because the score obviously increases. So if you see like at the other countries, then it decreases because they don't perform as well as the matches that were played in the USA.
And now we're gonna take a look at page 3.
So at the top, we see the matches played every year. I think it's really interesting for the viewer to get an overview of how many matches were played every year, and then we also see the match frequency each month, so that's how many matches are played. And then we see we're going to sort on numbers. So like if you want a common line, then we can just set it to a common range. And then the last thing, this makes it really easy to the user to see like on a year basis. Then we can easily see the points in 2009 and all the other things. So if we're going to the introduction sheet now, we see everything from the year 2009. So that's it, and let's go to the conclusion now.
I can conclude that I learned a lot in this course. Not only creating dashboards, but also working with a lot of data. And also football was for me a difficult matter because I'm not that interested in it, but it was a good challenge for me. Overall, very learnful project.